You prepared for my feelings? Hello everybody, my name is Kelsey and we're about to get very, very nerdy with Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. My book nook, I have my tea, I have a blanket which you can't see, and I'm ready to talk some books. So I thought I would try to start a new series where midweek I give a book review of something that I have read or have read in the last month. And the first one I thought I would start with is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I'm just super excited about this book. I just finished it. I could not wait to talk about this book with you guys. I have so many feels about this book and I'm going to share them with you. So if you don't know, or you've been living under a rock like I was for a very long time, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda is about a kid named Simon who's a junior in high school. Simon is gay, but he hasn't come out to anybody yet. He is emailing with this one guy in his school named Blue. However, Blue is not his real name, and Simon doesn't actually know who Blue is, and Blue doesn't know who Simon is. They're using pen names for each other. One day, the class clown named Martin finds one of these emails and ends up blackmailing Simon. Martin has this huge crush on one of Simon's friends named Abby, and Simon tries to invite him to certain things, certain parties, certain outings to give them an opportunity to talk where they wouldn't normally have it. Simon's dealing with blackmailing, Simon's dealing with his feelings for this guy, Simon is dealing with the possibility of coming out to certain people in his family and his friends group, and it's just a whole lot of mess. So I've got kind of 5 mini categories that I think about when I think about reviewing books or just my overall feelings towards books, and those things are plot, characters, location or world, overall feelings, and writing style. Like with most reviews, these are my opinions. It may not necessarily be your opinions. What I love you might not love, and what you love I might not love. These are just my thoughts on this book. So before I get into reviewing, I generally like to look at the actual book and see kind of what it looks like. I am just slightly bitter that there's this little sticker on here for Love, Simon. I'm very excited about the movie, don't get me wrong, but I don't like having movie covers when it comes to books. I just like having the actual book because this is what the author and the publisher and everyone involved wanted it to look like. So I really love this cover. It's got the speech bubble and it's got this headless man, which when you think about the story kind of makes a lot of sense since he's talking to this person that he doesn't know who it is. Another thing about this book that I loved, and it's not really a look, but it kind of is that the chapters switch back and forth, where one chapter is just a normal chapter and the next chapter is an email thread between Simon and Blue. And I just really liked that. It gave it, I don't know, kind of a different vibe. I absolutely adored this book. It was so much fun to read. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm probably one of the slowest readers in the entire world, and I basically finished this in one day. I sat down in the morning, and the next thing I knew, it was nighttime, and I was done, and I had all the feelings, and it was very good. As far as the plot goes, I loved it. It was very intriguing. It made sense. I wasn't confused at all, and there was this sense of mystery as to who Blue was throughout the entire book. Fun fact, I called it about the 4th into the book, and I was correct. Let the record show, for once I was right about the ending. The plot was just great. I thought it was really creative, and I just had an absolute ball reading it. As far as the characters go, I loved Simon. He was so precious yet confused. Simon quotes Harry Potter and references Harry Potter a lot, and I just love him for that. And even at one point, no, this will not spoil anything for you, he dresses up as a Dementor for Halloween, and he's talking to his sister about it, and he's telling her that's what he's going to be, and his sister's like, what's a Dementor? And his next line is, Nora, you are no longer my sister. And I don't know why that one line made me laugh so much, but it did, probably because I would do that. If someone in my family looked at me and asked me what something was in Harry Potter, I would just look at them like, do you not know who I am? Like at all? Do you not understand that I would reference Harry Potter like every chance I could get? Come on. I just related to him a lot, and I think that's why I loved that one line specifically. Martin, on the other hand, I wanted to punch in the face about every 5 seconds, and he was not my favorite, which was like probably the point. You probably weren't supposed to like him. However, I do like that Becky Albertalli kind of gave him some qualities that I was like, okay, he's not so bad, and then the next moment you'd be like, nope, I still really hate him, and then the next moment you're like, I am confused now. But overall, I didn't like him. So this next part is going to be a spoiler. Spoiler warning, I'm going to put it up right now. When that is up, know that you should mute it, because I'm going to be saying things about the end that may spoil it if you haven't read the book, and then it'll go away when you can come back. You have been warned. I will wait. Am I muted yet? Okay, let's go. Blue. Oh my god, he's my favorite character, without a doubt. I called him as Bram from the very, very beginning. I think Becky Abatelli was really good about like layering in these little itty bitty details that like I could pick up on, and I think a lot of other people could pick up on it. It wasn't like an outright like, this is the person, have fun. Because at the very beginning, I had like 3 different people I thought he was going to be, and then, you know, I got into it, and the more I got into it, the more I was like, nope, it's going to be him, it's going to be Bram, and it was, and I was very happy, and I was, oh, it made me so happy. I was just, the two of them are so cute, and I just love Bram. He is my absolute favorite. I just want to love him forever, and I need him to be my best friend. And can we just mention that he went on the tilt-a-whirl for Simon? I mean, come on. He put himself in an uncomfortable situation with the person that he likes, and they were so cute, and I just love them. Their relationship makes me so very, very happy. My Vidar's Lieb. So as far as location and world goes, this is kind of hard for a book that's set in our world. I kind of think about this for books that are set in worlds that are made up by the author's imagination, but for this one specifically, Atlanta is my hometown. Everything they were talking about, I knew. They talked about going to Little 5 Points. I have been there. That's a real place. They talked about going to this place called Junkman's Daughter. That's totally a place in Little 5 Points. The driving law in Georgia, that's a thing. And just all these things that relate to Georgia and Atlanta was just, it was really great because I could sit there and I go, I know exactly what you're talking about. As far as overall feelings for this book goes, if you don't know, by the amounts of times that I've already gushed about it in this video, this was an amazing book for me. I got 100% sucked into this book. You know, one of those days where you're sitting there and you're reading and you're reading, and the next thing you know, like 5 hours have gone by and the sun is down and you're like, what happened? And you're done with the book. Well, that's what happened to me in this book. I literally sat in my living room next to my roommate all day, and I read this book, and I was like giggling half the time because this book is hysterical, and then have feelings, and then like throw the book at the wall 1 second, and then run after it and like hug it the next second because something great happened. And it's just, I love this book. Another thing about this book that I really liked is one of my other friends, who actually is gay, read this book and told me that it was very, very similar to the way that he felt. It just was very relatable for him. So knowing that going into this book was really interesting because he said it was 100% accurate, at least for him. And I just think that if my friend can say that this was a great window, she did something really right when she wrote this. And I think this is a story that is important to tell. This is a book that definitely needed to be written, and I'm very glad that it was written. Becky Albertalli's writing style is very smooth. I very much like it, and I kind of forgot that these characters weren't real people for a second, so that was fun. You could get through it really, really easily, and every once in a while you need one of those books that you can just breeze through because you're so enthralled in these characters and you care about them and you want them to be happy and you want to just, I have no words apparently. This story, it was just very well told. The moment you realize you found a part that you really loved, so you've been reading it for the past 5 minutes. That is all I have for you guys today on this review. I hope you enjoyed it. What did you guys think of Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda? Did you like it as much as I did? Because obviously I've been gushing about it for the past however long this video is. Or did you not like it? Did you not like some parts of it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys thought of this review, other things that you wanted to know about the book, or some things about my thoughts on this book that I didn't mention. If you would like to follow me on all the social medias, I have them down below. I also have my Goodreads down below if you would like to see some of the books that I'm currently reading or books that I've read in the past, and there's anything on them that you're curious about, let me know. I would love to do more of these. I think I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing and do a double video a week. We'll see. My sleep work schedule is very different, and so I'm going to try my best. But let's see what happens. Running on very little sleep and lots of caffeine. Things that come out of your face. when you work nights and you haven't gone to bed yet. Anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it if you did, subscribe if you'd like to follow and see more fun stuff from me, and I will see you guys in a few days. Bye.